Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of my Fire Emblem Three Houses series. This episode we're going to go talk to all the house leaders and all the people in houses and see what they have to say.
Ha!
These guys first.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
And that's what we'll do. Also, just want to apologize for the first episodes. The mic volume is very quiet, but hopefully it's not better this time. And the game volume is much lower as well, so hopefully the balance actually sounds good this time. So sorry about that. Nice, got a mini map. It's a big mini map. Oh, there we go. There's a lot to explore. I see Edelgard. I think it's actually Edelgard. Oh, we'll never see it.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure, why not? We'll just do this in order.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Alright, next to Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable. For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Dugayer, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
You know, Glenhart.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Now we have Casper up.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
I was expecting to be a little rough being the second son, had to, show everyone up and try super hard. Just get the attention of like family and people around you.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class. Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Let's go straight up from JoJo. Don't tell me why. Oh, actually, don't tell me why, but because it's just, she is. And last but not least, we have Petra.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Must be the audio like cut out. At least for me, I don't know if it cut out in the video, but well, that's enough of the Black Eagles. Let's get out of here. Let's see. Wish I could zoom out the camera just a little bit more. We're gonna talk to Claude last. What we'll do is I'll talk to Dimitri next, then we'll talk to Claude, and then we'll go talk around to random students.
Hello. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Now let's go through the Blue Lions roster. Starting with Dimitri.
Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
You didn't really tell me anything about himself. Just a dark secret past.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
And next up we got Felix.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
And I think Felix, Sylvain, and Ingrid, and Dimitri are all like childhood friends. So it'd be interesting.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
I like Ash. He seems like a good kid.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Now I will say that I really like womanizers in Fire Emblem games. I like how they're all successful. Both in Fire Emblem 7, Sane is probably one of I would say is my favorite character that isn't like one of the main characters. And then I really like Inigo from Awakening and Laszlo from Fates, which is the same character. But that's probably one of my favorite characters and favorite designs of characters. You know, that's used in like every Fire Emblem game. But yeah, let's go on to Mercedes. Or Mercedes.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Alright.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Explosion in the kitchen. Nice.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Putting around the base stats, I think Ingrid has tied with Claude and Dimitri in terms of stats. That's also including HP, but still, that's like her stats are pretty insane. She has 4 strengths and no weaknesses. And as Dimitri said there, that him, Sylvain, Felix, and her are all childhood friends. That does it for the Blue Lions, and let's go to the people that truly matter, which is Claude.
That's
Golden Deer.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yes, we would like to know more. Start with Claude.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
The boy. I really like Claude. Which is pretty much all my reason for picking Golden Deer.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Now, I already said I like the womanizers, but Sylvain definitely trumps Lorenz in just general for womanizers. Lorenz actually looks like awkward. I don't know how to explain it. It's on the Raphael.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Raphael is a big boy. Probably gonna have him more towards like be a knight. Let's go on to Ignatz.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Yeah, I like Ignatz. Scythia.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
I really like that line from Claude there. Yeah, so she's like the glass cannon in this game. Super low stats except for magic, and she has good dex and speed, but like 22 HP. Yeah, most of the other people have around 26 to like 29.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
And Claude is ruthless. And last up we have Leonie.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Alright, that does it with the Golden Deer.
I appreciate your effort.
Oh, nice. I think it's gonna ask me if I teleport right back, but I want to keep talking to some of the students.
What do you think?
I think I saw
Yeah.
Sylvain.
Right.
Next time.
That's so. What do you think?
Yeah, in the interest of time, we'll talk to just the Golden Deer members.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Oh, she's kind of rude.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Well, thank you, Hilda. Some students.
What do you think? Ah, you
must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
That seems like kind of ominous. Like, why would you not want me to talk to the leader of the Golden Deer?
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Well, that does it with everyone in here for the Golden Deer. I'll skip out on talking to all the Black Eagles and Blue Lions. Let me work my speech. Okay, so let's go back to Lady Rhea.
Yes.
That's so.
A moment, please.
Yes.
I figure out where I'm going. Alright, sorry about that. I'm gonna go over here. Let me get the map actually set up correctly. This blanket here. This is the second floor. Oh, that's where Lady Rhea is. Rhea. We'll figure it out. Nope. Why would they even like give me the option right now? Oh well.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will we choose? Well, if you've been paying attention, we're choosing the Golden Deer.
So you have chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct?
This is indeed correct.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Is that true? You aren't quite what I had pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really.
He's on to us.
Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully.
We do not mind.
Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently, our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Saros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible. The captain? Who are you talking about? Captain Geralt, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Saros and a peerless mercenary.
I think we'll go with the top option here.
Huh. It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Geralt deserves nothing but respect. Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor. Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Oh, yes, I suppose so. Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. If there's no meat involved, it's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here, those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
Alright. Satisfacts. Or loading screen. I just love that you can move by left to the bottom. It's so funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my nephew is so loud. Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself. Oh, it's quite long, load screen. I wish there was like some sort of sound plan during that. Their new place 6 point monster. 1,000 gold. We just jumped 2 days. I think they're gonna talk about the mock battle.
While you're here,
Oh, this is Chris.
I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
Sorry about that random cut there. But we're back to normal.
As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Do what you can.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Ahem. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
My thoughts exactly. I think this is the day of the mock battle? Or no, maybe we get to do so this day. And then the mock battle is the last day of the month. Which would make a little bit more sense.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Oh, since all the options are kind of locked up, we're gonna explore. This is indeed a room. Thought I heard Gild's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Simply bulletin board. So it shows the quest here as well as... Okay, so we have to go to the dining hall to get the... Okay, so we have to go all these places and then we can then fast travel there. Looks like they're on that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother talking with everyone, but I will talk to people at Quest.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
2 seeds. Hey, we'll talk to Claude.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well.
You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach?
We'll go through this a little bit later. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. There's a cat. Gotta say, that's not the most pleasing on the eye. You see the pixels and all that. What's up, Leonie?
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you, if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Good to know. Dr. Sylvain has a quest for us?
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers' Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Alright, so it looks like to share a meal with others. Kind of strange to say, like, have a meal with Sylvain and another girl or something like that. go plant those seeds to give us. Yes, we would like to do some gardening. Gardening and harvest all kind of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you give them. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest. More compatible seeds will lead to a higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. And your crop will be ready 1 week after you planting the seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you grown. Okay, simple enough. Whoops. There we go. Let's plant those. Sure. And I see only one less harvest 6.
My thanks.
And that's it, like quest complete. Thank you, Juju. Got some herbs. Now can I plant multiple things at once? No. Probably once I level up my professor level, we'll be able to do that. This is very sensitive. The camera, that is.
That's so.
Yeah, this is the dining hall. Yeah, sorry this video is more focused on dialogue, but I'll try to get at least one battle in. That way, we at least have a battle every episode or something.
Hello there, Professor.
Hi, Flame.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
It's a damn
Should
shame.
an opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
Let's see. Catch a fish for the ceremony and bring it to Flame. Head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you, and speak to the with the fish keeper to try out fishing. Sounds good. Let's do the dining quest real quick.
Yes.
What is today's special? So I think the blue arrows on the left indicate that the person likes it. The red arrows means they don't. Why is it only girls I think you eat with? Where's my boy Plot? I guess we'll just do today's special, and we'll do Hilda and Lysithia. And I'll eat a partick of our day.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
Woo! Ooh, my professor level up. E+. Still failing, by the way. More activity points, you'll receive more monthly funds for activities. Nice. Okay.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, there we go. Got some ingredients for cooking. Or I guess, I don't know if we give them to this guy and then they cook them, or we can do it ourselves. We can probably cook with them. We have a student, I think. No, let me do the fishing. Does that eat of a chunk of our day? Talk to fisherman. Yes. So we can fishing. First, select your bait. Wait until you see the silhouette of the fish if you want to catch it, and then press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long. The fish will escape. Yada yada yada. Press the A button on the circles. Okay, I think we'll figure it out. Okay, bite. It's not too bad. Professor. Let's go back to Flame. I wonder if there's a way to... Oops. Fast travel. Guess not for me. Oh, she's right there. I'm an idiot.
You have helped me so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Alright, I think that's all we can do. Is that really what I'm talking about? Let's just go the next day and get that battle underway, that mock test. Right to it. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Sure.
Much appreciated.
I spent a ton of money on that guy. Standing in my house. Alright, it's time to do the mission. Rivalry of the Houses. Sorry, I'm moving my chair. I'll mute myself. Let's save. I just love that you can move pilot. It's so much fun.
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great.
Great advice.
Teach.
Leave it to me.
Right. I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs...
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, wink wink.
I should have had more options there.
You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right? But say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
Apparently not.
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down.
It will be a fair fight.
Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now so they won't see it coming.
I love Claude.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
Alright, hopefully we get sent right to the battle. Looks like we will. Train types. Yeah, we got that. Smooth battle around. Now, from what I know is that you can't use everyone in this battle, but you can use, I think, 5? Don't know if that counts yourself, though. We'll go through the guide. Magic providing new means attack and defense to a unit that has a skill and is of the correct class. You can use quick magic in place of a weapon, but you can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses, but these will finish at the end of the battle. That's nice. Magic units gain access to is driven by their skills. Study reason to learn black or dark magic. Develop fate to learn white magic. Man, I butchered that one. Sorry. And battle prep. Obviously, it's just telling us pick our units, our inventory, and then once you're done, you can fight. Alright, makes sense. Play fire on them before. Alright. So I definitely. Oh, I had this Claude and myself. I definitely want to use Hilda. Let's see. Oh, she can't use magic yet. Or maybe she has a. I just can't see it. Alright, so I'm gonna go with Hilda, Raphael, and Lysithea. Mostly because I feel like I'll use these guys more than the other ones. I want to use everyone about the same. But having these guys have a head start might be a little bit nicer. I'm kind of worried about Lysithea. I don't want her to die. She has very low health. I don't think we have anything. An axe. Oh, we have a lot of weapons. I will sell into it. Alright, so she does have magic, and then a bow as backup. Alright, that makes more sense. I'm gonna assume I don't have any giants. Yeah. Okay, we're in class already. Yeah, it's fine. Begin the battle. Root then.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
That's sweet.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Right, since this practice battling is who are defeated will not be furnace lost, that makes sense. Right. Oh, look at these guys just hiding in the bush. Right, so we'll have you sit there.
Stay focused.
In the bush.
Leave it to me.
I like little voice clips.
Ready and willing.
Who? Me?
I have a little bit of defensive formation right here. That's why we get Ferdinand brought into Byleth.
I will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
You have Lady Edelgard's permission to... I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Dedu, Mercedes, keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
Mercedes' voice sounds similar. I feel like I've heard it before. I've got pretty good damage off. Now let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can attack. Right, so it looks like we'll only really be able to get... Alright, we can attack Ash. That might be a little dangerous. I assume we can't attack back. Use combat art, will not die. But Hilda's so tanky, look. Nah, it's probably bad. Let's see. Alright, not bad. Well, let's get this Sophia in the bush. So close. Maybe if we attack with Pilot first, leave him up. Yeah, that'll work.
Predictable.
We'll have her stay here, that way we build up some support. Nicely done.
I am the son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must need to train harder.
Maybe you shouldn't have
You
rushed in.
underestimated me.
We'll move you up a little bit.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you with our full might.
$16 damage. Let's see, Raphael killed. Nah, looks like we're gonna attack with that. So it looks like you get Class Master just for being in battle, which is cool. Oh, if I go attack with her again. Alright, nice.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
I just worked harder.
She is kind of arrogant. But I like it. Alright, so we can only attack this guy with a curve shot. Sorry. Right, so with this is he can't attack us back. I think we'll finish this off with Hilda. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Glad that we didn't miss.
professor is rather strong. I suppose I'll have to call it a day.
You lost to me?
Wow. How would you feel if you got beat by someone and like, wow, you lost to me?
Good to go.
Let's see. I want to see how these guys are gonna move. Probably gonna get hit by two. Or to say his name. I'm gonna go here with him. Use a vulnerary.
Are you planning on fighting two houses at once? I will admit that is favorable for us.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
What are they doing? Let's come and attack me. Alright. Yeah, assume if he attacks again, he's dead. No. So how does this work? That is not working. I'm gonna move him back to here as another vulnerary. We'll kill that. Have her use hers. 5 HP, that's okay. I'm gonna get a Kershaw on to do. Maybe we'll get shit. No, no good. I'll smooth these two up just so next in the battle will be close. Not bad, Hilda. Man, Hilda's a surprising thing. So definitely we're gonna kill the dude this turn. Now, how do I want to go about the rest of their characters?
I could use a break.
Yeah, we'll do this. Hopefully you can throw it. Nope. That's what I thought. Push.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
That looks like I hit there, but oh well. And I'll level it for Violet.
Such power dwells within?
So weird hearing him talk.
I got this.
Alright, I'm gonna assume I'll kill. I didn't kill anything. Alright, that will kill him. Alright, I have a plan here. So I'm gonna get quality attack onto Dimitri here.
Your princeliness. You got a thing for Edelgard, right? Come on, fess up. You'll feel better.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better way to ruffle him up next time.
I like how he says that and he can literally not attack us. Wow.
I expected
Nice.
as much.
Nice, always have it. Strength level is always good.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Oh, sorry, keep calling. so that's not gonna kill. But if we go to here, actually let's go right here. This will definitely kill. As long as it hits. That will not kill. This one. Alright, nice.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
Man, these guys are acting like they're dying.
Do.
Okay, nice level up.
Try harder.
I mean, that's pretty good. I think she's being hard on herself. That's enough to kill, so. Very nice.
Oh no. This is as far as I can go.
Mercedes.
Should have trained better.
Alright, so she is targeting her. Are you targeting someone? I assume she's also targeting Hilda. I don't want to screw up an attack either. I feel like if we get position in this bush, that's better for us. Send Hilda in here for now. Up one with the file. Use another file. Oh, she's a hand axe. Okay, so that's the case. Let's move Claw here. She will attack her. So let's move her over here. I want to make sure she does a good attack because she's very frail. We'll have him move up here, Raphael. Because he can't attack that hard. I figured that was gonna happen. Alright, good thing I missed. Sorry for the ooh, jeez. Alright. Will be okay? Oh, she dodged. Perfect. Alright, so I got the mouse careful for Dorothea. So 12 is looking deadly. Oh, this will kill. Yeah, we'll do that.
There can be no victory.
Oh, it's only a
unless I
76 to hit.
So be it.
She only hit it 219. Alright, I'm good with that. Paralleling Violet here. Another good level.
We must all do our part.
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
Can I attack from here? I can. She can't hit me.
Shall we dance?
Oh, nice. Lovely 2% crit.
My. The new professor seems very capable.
I think you just gotta play it.
Sorry, the victory is mine.
Clown knows what's up.
I'm impressed.
Okay, those are good odds. Take that 13 now. Alex Route too, so she heals half the damage. Oh, so close. Yeah, let's attack him twice. Her twice. Yeah, Raphael has low resistance, so that did quite a bit, but that's okay. That was still looking for stuff. Just to feel safe and go for 100% hit. Because I don't want to miss and have to die. Nope. Because what I think would have happened was,
Well done.
if I missed
I
regular
nearly
attack,
wound up
I got a hit by a 6,
patient in
and
my
then I
own
hit by again
infirmary.
by 6, and then he'll be dead. No. I don't want to risk it.
Sweaty.
I know they won't actually die in this, but I don't want to lose anyone. I should keep this in mind, but
Don't expect much
if I
more
do
than
lose
that.
anyone, I'm gonna either do the undo thing that comes up, or I will restart the level if that's not like available.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must
But
focus and
I do
then
want to get
make
every
my
support,
move.
at least all the ones for everyone I recruit. Sorry, I didn't hear my. Alright, let's move something up. There's the vulneraries.
Good to go.
Couldn't I attack this guy from here with Claude? Probably has a ton of, I don't know what it's called. Durability. I don't think this guy's gonna move. Yeah, I don't know why. But he is on a heal tile, so I want to kill him one turn. Oh, I'm curious. Oh yeah, I can totally kill him right here. But, I'll save that for a turn. Actually, we can probably kill him right now if we do this right. How much damage is Claude doing? Is he doing 16? 14. And 2 damage.
I got this.
Oh, he hits 4 times? That's insane. Still.
Time for second.
Oh, alright. Oh, handy dodge. Alright, that was pretty clutch.
The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
Plenty more where that came from.
He did well for that? That was insane.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Golden Deer House.
We did it.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet.
Stage complete. Lysithia is the MVP. I say she deserves it. Alright, that's gonna be the end of this episode here. It's probably gonna be one of the longer ones. I think it's about talking at like 56 minutes. It's split up in like 3 parts now in my recording because I kept getting interrupted. But thank you for watching. I hope it sounds a lot better this time. And then yeah, we'll continue. Well, I'll continue right now, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win.
Reach for my hand.